Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot. So we're going to be looking into the energies today of the divine counterpart connections. Now, if you identify as a star seed or a light worker, but not necessarily a twin flame, you're absolutely welcome to watch the videos and to learn and to receive guidance from these videos. I am a twin soul myself, so I am a divine feminine. But I am also a light worker and a star seed. So I have a triple mission here on Earth, as do many of you, double missions, triple missions. And this is an absolutely incredible time to be alive. So I am very grateful to be here delivering these messages of guidance to the collective. So thank you so much for all of your support here over on Patreon. For anyone who's ever donated to the channel, donated to via a beautiful gift, a card deck, or a monetary amount, anyone who's moderated for the channel, anyone who's ever liked or subscribed, I'm so grateful for all of your support in all of those ways. No amount is too small. And just thank you so much for being here on this journey with me and with all of us here. And thank you guys for supporting one another. We're going to look into the energies here. Just a very quick announcement before we do. If you're interested in receiving one-on-one guidance, myself and Holly, she is a twin flame healer. She is the twin flame healer. She's also a Reiki master. We're working together in tandem to provide, it's actually 2-on-1 healing sessions. So I no longer offer card readings, but we are offering these empowerment sessions. So you'll receive a minimum of 3 sessions with us. If you're interested, you can reach out at the email listed below. And we're going to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and call on Archangel Raphael, Archangel Michael, Archangel Jophiel. Now, Jophiel is coming in particular to assist the twins, in particular the divine feminine, but also the divine masculine is having issues here with body image at this time. So a lot of us are experiencing weight gain or bloating, maybe just shifts and changes in your physical, like physical alterations in your physical body, your muscle mass, or you just might be holding on to more water weight at this time. And so I want to remind everyone that things are shifting rapidly. We're also shifting from the carbon DNA to the crystalline DNA. So as this happens, your body is changing literally from the inside out. So be kind to your body. We just had a Pisces full moon, so be near water, take a salt bath, go into the ocean, do something that's going to really revitalize your body and just provide you with the minerals and nutrients that you need at this time. Salt water is amazing for that. So I suggest bathing in, you can use Dead Sea salt and also use magnesium citrate. So you can use, some sort of magnesium, because that calms and soothes your body, your nervous system, and your muscles. So I'm really being called to start with the Earth Magic deck here. We also have the Cosmic Reading cards and the Muse Tarot, but I'm going to start with the Earth Magic. So a lot of you kind of floated through that Pisces full moon and really felt the brevity of the energy and really felt quite in tune with yourself. And others of you were finding it very challenging. It really depends on where Pisces sits in your chart. Okay, what house that full moon was in. So what house is Pisces in your chart? And you can do that by looking at your rising sign. That's your first house, and then go through the astrological wheel, and wherever you find Pisces, that is where you will find the house that this full moon was affecting, because it was associated with Neptune retrograde. And if you want more information about this, guys, I did 2 readings yesterday, one for the feminine, one for the masculine, and how this full moon was affecting you. But also over on Patreon, I have a lengthy, detailed written post yesterday, so you can check that out as well. Many other posts over there as well. And so one of the things that's happening is things that were hidden have now come to light with Neptune retrograde. Okay, Neptune, when it's direct, can kind of create some illusions, okay, or kind of dreamy energy. It can create this energy of like just walking in a dreamlike state or a trance-like state. But when Neptune goes retrograde, and Neptune is retrograde conjuncting with this full moon in Pisces, what we see and what we experience is that the fog has been lifted and the rose-colored glasses have come off, okay, revealing the truth of the situation. Not everyone's ready for the truth, wants to hear the truth, but the truth will set you free, especially on this journey. So you hear the truth, you get triggered by something your counterpart says or does, but then you're able to heal that trigger and move forward, right? You can apply that to all aspects of your life and all relationships. So let's get an overall energy right now for the light workers, twin souls, and star seeds. Green man synergy. So this is about creating synergy with your environment, your surroundings. One of the things that's coming up as a theme for the Divine Feminine Collective right now is really staying tuned into what's directly in front of you. So present moment power, not allowing your thoughts to take you off track, to take you to your counterpart. What are they doing? Who are they with? When are they gonna, come back? It's like we're really stepping away from that longing energy. And if you haven't, you're not doing anything wrong. There are other people seeding the light and leading the way, and you're going to be following. So it's not about being ahead or behind, guys. We're all in this together, but you're going to be able to get through so much faster because of other people who've paved the way. So Green Man Synergy speaks of really stepping into your power and just feeling at ease, I feel, with everything and everyone around you. Really feeling like, you know what? I've got my own back, okay? I'm at ease with nature. Nature is really a potent healing force right now, okay? A healing balm. And, Green Man is the earth energy. It's like Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it could also be fairy energy because fairies are associated with gardens, they're associated with flowers, with bushes, with trees, with forests, okay? And this is a very forest-like, marsh-like energy. And so Green Man is really, he represents the plant kingdom, and the fairies are very in tune with the plant kingdom. So this is, fairy energy, and we just did a private reading where we were talking about fairy energy today, and it's interesting to see this come up because it's clearly, it's happening right now for us to be able to tap into those other realms that are more light and carefree, so we can bring more fun into our physical lives here on Earth. So we kind of forget, especially because this journey can be so, it's intoxicating, but it can also be suffocating, and we forget how to have fun. So this is that gentle reminder to go out and have some fun. Synergy is about creating balance. So where can you create balance in your life? Where are you working too much and not having enough fun? Or maybe for some divine masculines, where have you had too much fun but you're not working enough, okay? That could be your inner masculine that I'm speaking to, your inner feminine that I'm speaking to. It really is important now, guys, to remember who you are and to remember how to let your hair down, let loose, allow yourself to have some fun, guys. I will be going on vacation the last week in October for my birthday. This has become a yearly tradition for me, and I started it doing solo vacations back in 2015. And then last year and this year it'll be with friends, with other divine feminines. But I'm happy to report that I will be off grid. I will be offline, and I won't be producing content. I'll probably have content pre-made and be able to get those videos out to you, but I'm not going to be working while I'm gone, not like I was in July, because there's really a need here to balance, guys. And the feminine has really worked very hard in the physical world in this year, and your efforts are really paying off, okay? It's boundless energy that has come in for you, because what happens is when you let go of that longing energy for your counterpart, you're able to translate that into abundance. So that's happened for a lot of you this year, and you're like, this feels weird, this might feel really scary. Don't worry, because it's all going to come around full circle. You're creating this synergy. There's this like cooperative interaction that's happening now between you and your environment, you and your counterpart, the masculine and feminine energies and qualities within yourself. So this is about cycles that are coming in, and we're entering a new cycle. We just had the Pisces full moon, guys, okay, conjunct with Neptune retrograde. Now we're having the equinox that's coming up tomorrow on the 22nd. And there's something else powerful coming up on the 22nd, and I know Mercury retrograde is coming up here because we'll be in Mercury retrograde Halloween. So we're going to have definitely some energies to contend with, but we can use that to empower ourselves, guys, and really get clear, okay? So wherever you feel out of balance, this is a call to bring yourself back into balance. For a lot of you, it's going to be balancing work and play. home life and work life, okay? Your masculine and your feminine. There is a new moon that will be coming in Libra. Just making sure that's correct. Yes, Libra energy. So we're going to be stepping into Libra energy. And so that, and then of course, Scorpio, transformation, rebirth, renewal. But Libra really sets the tone, okay? There is a promise that's coming in. This is a promise of love. This is a promise of partnership. Now, this could be, for some of you, this is going to apply to a business partnership. It's coming in as that. For others of you, like a contract. Excuse me. Wow. Throat chakra. Hello. For others of you, this is going to come in as an actual somebody speaking their truth and making a verbal promise to you. But maybe there's some fear behind that right now. But they're going to come in and clear the way and clear the path anyway. For others of you, this is your actual twin flame coming in, and they're coming back and saying, I want to give you everything that you asked for. Okay, they heard you guys. If you spoke your truth, they heard you. They took it to heart, and they're making the changes. It doesn't matter what it looks like on social media or in the external world, they are making the changes. But first, you have to focus on yourself and make the changes. If you're constantly focusing on your counterpart, the changes won't happen because all of the energy is directed at them instead of inwards at yourself. And this is a true journey of inward spiritual growth. Truly, this journey is about you and your ascension, okay? So there's definitely a promise coming in for some. And what about for the others? For the others, if this isn't the twin flame, you're still going to receive abundance and blessings, okay? This full moon completed a cycle, okay? We have new moon and full moon, the completion and then the promise of a new beginning, a new dawn, a new cycle in the connections. How beautiful to receive both of these. Look, synergy and blessings coming in, guys. A lot of positive energy coming in. So this is a message of hope for those of you if you're feeling like, you know, things have gone backwards or you just can't seem to figure out, your counterpart's gone quiet. So what I want to say to that is when your counterpart goes quiet, they're giving you time and space to go within to do your work. It's not punishment. It's not because they don't love you. It's not because they stopped caring. It's because you need space and time, and they sense this because they are you and you are them. Take this time, take this blessing, okay? It's blessings coming in, and this is like divine intervention. Separation is really divine intervention, guys. Separation is divine intervention. Let this intervention, let this separation heal you. Don't let it bring you down. You know, if you separate, you're always going to come back together. This is your twin flame. This is your twin soul. So lots of blessings coming in, guys, to light the path. Okay, to really shift things forward for you, okay? To shift things in such a significant way that nothing is going to look the same on the other side of this new moon and full moon cycle that we're moving through. So over the next 6 months, there's going to be a significant shift, a significant change in your life, okay? And it's bringing in blessings. It's bringing in divine blessings, divine intervention. So whatever is happening now, guys, know that something has been completed. So perhaps that had to happen in separation. Perhaps the only way that cycle could complete is in separation, okay? Perhaps there was a karmic lesson that your counterpart or you had to learn. That can be painful, I know, but it's all serving the higher good. It's all serving your physical union. We can't look at this from a 3D lens because it won't make sense. And you'll bog your mind trying to make sense of it. So what's happening right now is the divine masculines are learning to really tap into their intuition and instinct. And this was heightened with the Pisces full moon, okay? So they tapped into their ability to really see the truth, speak the truth, know the truth, and trust themselves, trust the truth that is coming out from within them. You know, for a long time, they've looked outside of themselves, okay, for comfort, for validation, for, well, I matter, right? Look, I have this, this label, this title, this amount of money in the bank. I have this car, I have this house, I have this family. It doesn't matter. None of that mattered. They, even like their children, they used kind of as a legacy, like their children, they saw as sort of an extension of them. It's kind of narcissistic in a way, but some masculines absolutely just, you know, they haven't really been emotionally available. So those walls are going to be breaking down as they step into their feminine energy and allow that box, you know, the feminine energy that's been boxed up for so long, to be open, to be examined, to be interacted with. But they are using their instinct and intuition to make changes and shifts in their life right now. And they're, you know, it's like a lone wolf. They might be a loner right now. Even if they're with a karmic partner, guys, they're lonely. That person doesn't fulfill them. They argue with that person. There is no trust in that connection. Okay, there's no trust, because the masculine can't be faithful to the karmic. Why? Because their heart and soul lies with you. Okay, you are their destiny. They are already married to you in the 5D realm, in the spiritual realm, in the higher realms. You've already had this ceremonial marriage. So whoever they're with now is just a fill-in, is just somebody there to fill the void and also to teach them karmic lessons. That's all that is. It's a very temporary situation. It's a band-aid that they're trying to put on a much bigger issue, guys. They need to do their healing and step back and be able to stand on their own 2 feet. A lot of them have moved from marriages right into a karmic relationship, another karmic relationship. And that can be devastating for the divine feminine, because you think, why wouldn't they come to me? They don't have an answer for that, guys. They don't know. They just know that they have lessons to learn where they are. So the best thing you can do is step back, continue to push forward, live your life, and put all of your energy into, again, what's directly in front of you in your life. You're going to be so much happier when you're creating the abundance, and when you no longer need somebody there to fulfill you, to provide abundance for you, or to take care of you, because you're taking care of yourself. Nobody is going to save you but you. Your masculine is not here to save you, and you are not here to save them, guys. You're here to save yourself. So this card is very striking to me, because it's like they're breaking away from other people. They're breaking away from the pack, and they're starting to go off on their own journey at last. They didn't realize they needed anybody until, like, okay, that's not true. They have been codependent, much like the feminine has in her past or his past. But the masculine didn't admit it to themselves maybe until now. That's the difference. Yeah, so rebirth for the feminine. So spring equinox, interesting. So in the southern hemisphere, you guys are encountering a spring equinox. In the northern hemisphere here, we have a fall equinox. So I feel like by the corresponding spring equinox here in the northern hemisphere, or for you guys in the southern hemisphere, the corresponding fall equinox, what's going to happen is we have these 6 months to make significant changes. And you guys already know, if you've been watching my videos, this astrological significance of Venus and Mars and their conjunctions here starting in July of this year all the way through February of 2022 and much beyond that into 2024. So while the masculine focuses on self, the feminine is over here having a massive rebirth. So it's going to be, guys, an identity shift or change where you may not even feel like, you're like, I don't even recognize myself. I don't even know myself. And just, you know, stay grounded, tap into nature, tap into, you know, ground yourself, actually physically ground your feet on earth, and know that this is all happening for a very good reason, okay? The masculine's like a lone wolf. They're separated from you. They're separated from, you know, themselves at the moment. They're trying to find themselves, and you're over here having a rebirth. And guess what? That's going to assist your masculine in really significant ways to be able to shift forward in his or her own life. But they really need this time. So don't force them. Don't even interrupt their process. Let them go through this process. Let them go through this solo journey, guys. They need it. They need it. You had your time to do that too. Yeah, the masculine is interesting. While the feminine rebirths here, the masculine is letting go. So it's like the masculine is very aligned to this full moon energy. You know, full moon's completion, letting go, completing cycles, guys. They're letting go of their past. They're letting go of karmics. They're letting go of old like contracts that they had with themselves, old, promises, false promises, things that they thought they needed to fulfill that were actually hurting them and bringing them down. So they're definitely releasing at this time. Whereas, the feminine is more in tune with the new moon, the promise, the new moon in Libra coming up. Libra energy is really satisfying. It's the seventh house of partnerships of all kinds, work partnerships, contracts. So feminine, you're just moving forward in your career, and you're going to have really satisfying relationships here. And this new moon is going to bring in a really satisfying period in all of your personal relationships. Ooh, we got a flyer here. Emotions. So feminine, masculine was tapped into their emotions, yesterday and the past several days. Now the feminine gets to tap into her emotions. Okay, you get to create maybe an ecstatic dance where you're able to dance with your emotions rather than allowing the emotions to consume you. You're going to bring some joy into your emotional space. Yeah, I mean, this is like freeing yourself from any emotions, like any heaviness they've created or in any way where they've been weighing you down. Feminine, you get to really walk away from that now and just kind of breathe a sigh of relief while the emotions kind of settle themselves and release themselves from, release you from their grip. Interesting. It's a letting go process for the feminine as well, right? If you're moving through your emotions, you are releasing. We're not meant to hold on to emotions. We're meant to experience them, and then we're meant to move forward and beyond them. Well, we have the appearance of the Lovers again. It appeared in yesterday's card as well. Four of Cups, Six of Swords. Yeah, so there is kind of a sadness or disappointment energy here. You see the Two of Cups here, right? You see like the faces here, and you see the silhouette of the cup. So what this person can't see is that there is a cup of love being offered. But the masculines can't see that now because they're on this journey. The Six of Swords, they're moving through a rite of passage, and they're looking for you, feminine. They're looking for you in the darkness on their voyage, on their journey. But they're being told that they have to do this alone, and they don't exactly appreciate this yet. Just like you probably didn't appreciate having to do it alone, but when you were moving through it. But afterwards, you come out of it and you go, I am so powerful and I am so strong. And you get to relish in the fact that you made it through alone. So that's what the masculine's going to be taught is in the absence of the feminine, he comes into his full power, and he stands, they're just telling me stands erect. Like he stands tall, maybe for the first time in his life. Like my masculine's 6'2", he's tall. And I've seen him in his power, but I've also seen him not in his power. And, as I've stated, the masculines haven't necessarily been taking care of themselves, so their health has suffered. They may have lost weight, losing hair, things like that, like going gray. They're definitely, they've aged because when they're not in their power and when they're not in communication and connection with the feminine, guys, their health suffers, their abundance suffers, their life suffers. The feminine can thrive in the absence of the masculine, but the masculine counterpart tends to really suffer in the absence of the feminine. But when the masculine, now this is when he is unhealed, okay? When he comes into his power, he is going to be in a different place. When he really acknowledges the feminine energy inside of him and he comes into inner union, it will be different. But for the masculines who have not been able to identify with their feminine energy, or who have pushed it aside, or who have maybe just haven't nurtured that relationship, they're the ones suffering in the absence of the physical counterpart. The feminine, the reason why the feminine has tended to, move ahead and be okay in the absence of the masculine and flourish this past year, is because she decided to step into her power, and she went on a search and hunt for inner union. So that's what the masculine is going to be learning, I feel, in 2022. So big changes coming up, guys, in 2022 for the masculine collective. Masculines, you just have to see what's right in front of you. You just have to know that this love, the possibility of union still exists, but you're on this journey right now and you have to go through this. There's no way around this. You can't skip this part of the journey, as much as we would like to. You can't skip the dark night of the soul. Feminine, 5 of Swords. The Sun in the Ace of Swords. So a lot of thinking going on with the counterparts, okay? I also see Queen of Pentacles that flipped over in the deck, so we'll take that because it does feel pretty significant. Okay, why is the 5 of Swords here? So sometimes 5 of Swords comes up. We're feeling like we failed at something, okay? I'm going to clarify the 5 of Swords because the Ace of Swords, the Sun, and the Queen of Pentacles are really powerful, positive cards. Yeah, I'm going to clarify that. Can we please clarify the 5 of Swords? The Hanged Muse. Okay. The Hanged Man. So where are you feeling stuck, feminine? Where are you beating yourself up for not yet being somewhere, not yet achieving something? As while your masculine's over here moving through his, journey, his rite of passage, there is a possibility. I see 2 groups of feminines here. This group in particular is suffering, and they're beating themselves up for maybe not taking a chance on something and feeling like maybe you're responsible for why you're in separation. Guys, you've got to let go of that self-doubt and that sort of, it's like an energy of self-betrayal, but you haven't betrayed yourself by choosing yourself. That's actually the opposite of self-betrayal. Or you feel like you betrayed your masculine, but no, you chose yourself, and you can't go wrong with choosing yourself. You cannot go wrong, guys, with choosing yourself. I cannot stress that enough. The Queen of Pentacles here for this group, coupled with the Sun and the Ace of Swords, speaks of a brand new path, and this is this rebirth energy that's coming in, okay? A brand new path for the feminine to go on. So let's put this over here because this is masculine energy. It's the promise of a new day. It's the promise of a new beginning. This is such a beautiful energy here. She's got rainbow hair. She's got the owl for wisdom and guidance. She's traveling far and wide in her mind. So it's learning things, expanding your horizons. Some of you guys with this combination, what's going to bring success for you, I feel, in the material world is going to be studying. Some of you are going to be pursuing further studies or certifications or completing a course over the next year. And that's going to bring in a lot of abundance. Queen of Pentacles is self-sufficient. She doesn't need anybody to pay her bills. She doesn't rely on a partner, to like, oh, I can't make it on my own. Her root chakra is healed. She knows what she brings to the table, and she takes care of herself. And that's where, feminines, if you're not there yet, that's where you're headed, okay? What you offer to this world is worthy. Do not think that, oh, I'm a healer and I have friends that are lawyers or accountants, and so what I have to offer isn't enough, or it's less than. No, that is the process of overcoming that, okay? And Holly and I work on that with you in your sessions, because we're healing a lot of root chakra, solar plexus chakra issues, and sacral chakra also, where you think you're not enough, okay? Or throat chakra, where you don't know how to speak your truth. You're afraid of being seen. You're afraid of really, really stepping into your power, because what if I'm actually successful? There's responsibility in that. Wouldn't you rather be successful than be struggling? But no, the struggle is what you know. The struggle is the comfort zone. So it's getting you out of that comfort zone, guys. But guys, if you have ideas or thoughts, know that these ideas or thoughts are leading you towards abundance. So you want to follow these ideas. You want to see them to completion. And this is going to bring you everything you wanted in life. This is bringing you towards, it's like coming full circle. It's that golden shower, the golden rays of sunshine and vitality and vibrance, and being really happy in your own skin. This is really and truly the energy of you just feeling like I've come full circle. I've completed the cycle of suffering. I've completed the cycle of suffering. I don't have to linger in that place anymore. I don't have to suffer. My goodness, I actually get to thrive. So feminines, you're completing a cycle of suffering, and you get to thrive, but you get to decide, okay, Ace of Swords, you get to decide what is that going to be. You're speaking your truth, and by speaking your truth and living your truth and embodying that truth, you're stepping into abundance and success and happiness and positivity. The days of you feeling left out in the cold by the universe or by God are over. They're done. They're over. And for those of you in that Five of Swords or Hanged Man energy, know that this is what's ahead. Know that this is what's coming. A rebirth is coming. But you've really got to get in touch with your emotions, and don't let your emotions be something that is like a menace, or something that is, oh gosh, it's like my emotions, I have to deal with my emotions again. Let it be something that really fills you up. Let your emotions be something that they don't have to drive your life anymore. Let them be a part of your life, but let your soul be what drives you, not your emotions, not your ego, not your mind. Let them kind of be in the background. Page of Pentacles. So I asked for union energy. So Page of Pentacles, beautiful energy that is bringing in, pages can often represent a young person, like a younger lad, if you will. Pages often represent a boy or a man. But this is the energy of manifestation. So what are you manifesting? What are you bringing into your union and into your connection? So both counterparts are really in the stage of planning, learning new skills, and then being able to create that new beginning. But you're both off on your own journeys. Even if you're living together, even if you're in some sort of like quasi-union, and even if you're married or anything, you're still off on your own journeys at this time. For the majority of you, you're manifesting the future with every choice that you make. Every thought that you have, emits a vibration. Masculine, Three of Cups. So I asked, what energy is the masculine stepping into? The masculine, you are stepping, oh my gosh, you were stepping into this energy. I'll have to show you, it just flew out literally as I was holding the deck. Masculines are wanting to, they're wanting to bring in more They miss having fun with their feminine. This is about you, feminine. This isn't about friends or other people or other, partners. This is about them and how they feel about the feminine. They want to be able to experience things with you. They feel like that's something that's lacking in their life right now. So this is what dropped out. The Devil and the Emperor. Okay, what is distracting the masculine from stepping into being the Emperor? So this is speaking about maybe distractions, karmic partners, karmic situations, money, power, greed, those sorts of things, that distorted energy. So I'm actually going to get a clarifier. Why is the Devil here, Spirit, next to the Emperor? King of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. So the masculine is going to need to work. Eight of Pentacles is hard work, burning the midnight oil. So the masculine's going to need to work in order to make sure that any distractions are not keeping him from becoming the Emperor. Okay, so there's something required here, and this is this rite of passage. Like you don't just get to receive the title of the Emperor, you have to earn it. Just like the feminine has to earn the divine feminine title. You don't just, if you're in a karmic energy, you don't get to be the divine feminine. You have to have mastered certain things. The King of Swords is coming in, to let the masculine know that you've got to change the way that you think, the way you think about things, and that's what's going to bring you, work hard to change the way you think, because that's what's going to bring you to this energy of becoming the true Emperor and the true divine counterpart, okay, the true partner for your feminine. So one last thing, what does the masculine want the feminine to know? That he is going to overcome those obstacles. He is going to overcome any devil energies. He is going to step into his power and his strength to become the Emperor. Like, there's no doubt about that. He's like, look, I'm working on it. You have to trust me. Do not have your doubts, because that causes me to doubt myself. Have faith and trust, and know that I am working to become this honest person, this honest divine masculine who speaks his truth and who embodies his truth and who lives his truth. And you've set the example, feminine. So I'm going to leave this there, guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day wherever you are in this great big world. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for all of your support, and many, many divine blessings.